All right, let's get right into it. We've all been there. You're crushing it in the gym, you're consistent, you're pushing past your limits, but you look in the mirror and the results just aren't matching the effort. It is one of the most frustrating walls to hit in fitness. But what if I told you the missing piece of the puzzle isn't another supplement or a new workout plan, but what you do in your bedroom?
Seriously, does this sound familiar? You're dialing in your training, you're trying to eat right, but the scale and the mirror are telling you a completely different story. Well, trust me, you are not alone. And the answer might be way simpler and, honestly, way more powerful than you think.
So first, we got to get one thing straight about how muscle growth actually works. It's a two-step dance. See, when you're in the gym, you're not actually building muscle, you're breaking it down. Every single rep creates these tiny, microscopic tears in your muscle fibers. The real growth, the part where you get bigger and stronger, that only happens after the workout, during recovery.
And that, right there, brings us to the single most overlooked key in the entire fitness game. We get so obsessed with the breakdown, with the workout itself, but it's the repair cycle where all the magic happens. And there's one activity that is the undisputed king of repair.
I want you to think about it like this. Your workout is the demolition crew. They come in, they swing the wrecking ball, and they tear down the old structure. But sleep, that's when the construction crew shows up. We're talking the architects, the builders, the whole team, ready to rebuild everything bigger, better, and stronger than it was before. Without that crew, you're just left with a pile of rubble.
So let's pull back the curtain on this night shift and see what your body is actually doing while you're out cold. Because this isn't just passive rest, not at all. It's a super active, incredibly important biological process. Now, check out this number. During deep sleep, your body unleashes a massive surge of something called human growth hormone, or HGH. And get this, that one surge accounts for about 70% of your body's entire daily production. This is, without a doubt, the main event for muscle repair. So if sleep is the construction site, HGH is the foreman on the ground, yelling out the orders. It's the thing that tells your body to start shuttling amino acids, the building blocks from protein, into your muscle cells. It literally flips the switch on the genes that build new proteins, repairing those tears and creating new, stronger muscle. And every single night, there's this hormonal tug-of-war going on. Good quality sleep puts your body into what's called an anabolic or muscle-building state. It jacks up your HGH and testosterone, but poor sleep, it does the exact opposite. It spikes cortisol, which is a catabolic or muscle-wasting hormone. So when you don't sleep well, you are actively working against your own goals. I really love this quote because it just nails it. You can eat all the protein you want. You can give your body the best bricks and mortar on the planet. But if you don't have the hormonal labor force that only sleep provides, those bricks are just going to sit there in a useless pile. And believe me, that night shift is busy. It's not just about hormones. Your body's also working hard to restock your muscle glycogen, which is basically the gas in the tank for your next workout. It's fighting off inflammation from your training, and it's even cementing the motor skills you practiced in the gym, making that perfect squat form feel like second nature. Okay, so the theory sounds good, right? But what happens in the real world when we skimp on sleep? Well, the data is, honestly, it's pretty shocking. It shows just how high a price we pay for restless nights. Okay, take a look at this game-changing study from 2010. Scientists took two groups of people and put them on the exact same diet. The only, and I mean only difference, was that one group got to sleep for 8.5 hours, while the other only got 5.5. Now, both groups lost the same amount of total weight, but what they lost was completely different. Let's put some hard numbers to that, because this is wild. The sleep-deprived group lost 60% more muscle and 55% less fat. Let that sink in for a second. They were literally burning through their hard-earned muscle and hanging on to body fat, all because they weren't sleeping enough. It is a body composition nightmare. And this isn't some one-off thing. A huge study in Korea tracked people over a long period of time, and the results were crystal clear. The people whose sleep quality went from good to poor over the years lost more than double the muscle mass and packed on way more fat than the people who kept sleeping well. This shows the chronic, devastating cost. And the damage just keeps piling on. Just 1 week of sleeping 5 hours a night can tank testosterone levels in healthy young guys by 10 to 15%. Your strength gains are going to stall out, and let's be real, your motivation to even drag yourself to the gym completely evaporates. Poor sleep makes everything feel harder and way less rewarding. Okay, enough of the doom and gloom. The best part about all of this is that it's 100% in your control. So let's talk about the blueprint.
What are the simple, concrete steps you can take, starting tonight, to turn your sleep into your ultimate secret weapon?
First things first, quantity. The science on this couldn't be clearer. For anyone who's active, the target is 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. This is not a luxury. If you are serious about your fitness, think of this as a non-negotiable requirement for growth.
And here's your 4-step action plan. Number 1, consistency is king. Go to bed and wake up at the same time, even on weekends. 2, make your bedroom a cave, cool, dark, and quiet. 3, power down the screens. Give yourself at least a 30-minute buffer from that blue light before bed. And 4, watch that afternoon coffee. Caffeine can hang around in your system for a long, long time.
I really want to double down on that consistency point because it's that important. Your body runs on an internal clock, right? A circadian rhythm. When you have a regular schedule, you're priming that clock to release that monster pulse of HGH at the perfect time, right in those first few hours of deep sleep. If your schedule's all over the place, you can literally miss that critical window for growth.
So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. You spend hours every single week training your body, your muscles, your cardio, your skills. But are you spending any time training your recovery? Because, as we've just seen, recovery isn't something that just happens. It's an active skill you can build, and mastering it might just be the secret to finally unlocking the results you've been working so damn hard for.